I almost pooped my pants last Sunday on a train. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how I kept myself from panicking and then pooping in front of a bunch of people. So can't a single person call me out for clickbait, because this shit is real. Literally. What's going on, guys? My name is Noah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I genuinely didn't think I was going to post this, but I decided that it might benefit someone. And that's sort of my trajectory on this channel, is if something happens to me or I ever experience something that was painful, embarrassing, scary, anxiety-provoking, whatever, I should probably talk about it, because it will likely connect with someone or someone else has been through it, and then we can take down the tiers of stigma and walls that are put up about 1, men being vulnerable, 2, anxiety and depression, and 3, pants pooping. And by the way, I do have a legitimate technique, a legitimate tip, a legitimate thing to offer you that I do think could benefit you if you struggle with irritable bowel, if you struggle with anxiety and panic, closed spaces, big crowds, whatever. But a quick backstory. This past Saturday, I went out with my wife and a bunch of people to a huge dinner, and we ate tremendous amount of food. It was delicious. And then Sunday morning, I wake up to a text from my dad saying he has an extra ticket to a suite at the Moda Center to watch NCAA Division I basketball. So I was like, absolutely, I'm about it, I'm down, and so I wanted to go. Essentially, I live right by a train stop. The train drops you off right from my house, right to where they were. So I elected not to take my car. I do think it's worth mentioning that I do have a history of IBS. I definitely have a history of anxiety and panic. I can be claustrophobic at times. However, I had every confidence that I'd be able to make it down to the Blazer game on the train, especially after having already used the bathroom. I took a dump. It was a big old healthy one. I took my shower. I kissed my wife goodbye, and I was like, wish me luck. I jokingly, and oh, the foreshadowing of this, but I jokingly said to my wife, cross your fingers, I don't have to take a crap on the train. Ha ha ha, we high-fived because I just used the bathroom. It felt good. So I drive my car to the train stop. I get on the train and I'm rolling, I'm feeling good, and I'm watching a little something on my phone, and then all of a sudden, like 10 minutes into the ride, it's about a 45-minute ride, I feel a little bubble in my stomach. I'm like, stop. Stop. You're good, bro. Chill. Chill. So I try to calm myself down, say a couple things like, you're fine, take it easy, or whatever. Go back to looking at my phone, ride for another 5-10 minutes, getting close to the halfway marker, and I get a legit turning in my stomach. So I'm thinking, maybe I just need to fart. Maybe I just need to let a little bit of God's heat outside of me. Little something like that. So I try to fart. I'm shameless in that way. I don't mind if I fart on a train. It's whatever. The other passengers will get over it. But when I tried to fart, guess what was knocking at heaven's door down there? Poop. The answer's poop. I was about to take a crap. I felt it. I was like, oh my God. And then the claustrophobia set in. Suddenly, I'm stuck on a train. The next stop's at least 7 or 8 minutes away, and there's nowhere to go. And then my heart starts beating faster and faster and faster. And then I start envisioning the fact that I'm 30 years old. I'm so anxious right now. I'm starting to panic, and I sincerely feel the poop coming. Like I'm about to lose control. I'm clenching, okay? I looked around. There's so many people, so I stand up. I'm holding onto a pole. I'm like, chill, chill, chill. I start sweating. Beads. You can make it to the next stop. You can make it to the next stop. And it was coming. I went through this like 30-second period of time where I was like, oh my God, I'm actually going to poop my pants in front of all these people right now. It's happening. And right before I started pooping, I remembered a technique called square breathing. Square breathing. I didn't know if it would work. It had been a while since I'd implemented this technique, but it was my last-ditch effort as I literally stood there flexing my butt together, panicking, and getting ready to unleash hell's fury all over the floor of a train. So I tried square breathing. I went into my frickin' tool bag, and I did it like this. 2 seconds, I took a breath in. For 2 seconds, I held it. 2 seconds, I breathed out. And 2 seconds, I waited to then inhale again. 2, 2, 2, 2. And it literally saved my ass. My heart rate went from like a 180 170, racing out of control, about to explode, to something more reasonable. And it happened quick. And I definitely knew I couldn't make it to the Moda Center, but using this technique full-heartedly and telling myself internally, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, I got myself to the next max stop. Barely, but I did. Then I waddled my ass to a local store like a half-mile away in the pouring rain, and I took the biggest crap I've ever taken in my entire life. Like, it was so big that, I mean, I'm sorry, not to be like, fuck it. It was so ridiculously oversized that when I took a peek at it between my legs, when I finally somehow made it to the toilet, I was like, if that had gone off in that train, it would have been everywhere. It was not a 1, 2, 3 piecer. It was like all the food from the day before was still there and it was needing to come out. Sorry, I know I shouldn't be just glorifying my epic dump, but I just could not believe I was that close. I don't know how I would have lived that down, especially because I have a small social media presence. I feel like someone would have started filming me. My whole entire life, I would have just become the poop on the train guy. Hey, you're that dude that took his shit on the train. Yes, I am. So, all jokes aside, it was genuinely nerve-wracking. It was so nerve-wracking, and the prospect of it happening is so embarrassing, and I learned my lesson. But shout out to square breathing, because you literally saved my butt. And had I not remembered that, I genuinely believe I would have pooped my pants, because it only bought me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but it was enough to get me to the toilet, and I was really happy I remembered that. And despite the fact that this is a relatively embarrassing thing to talk about, I hope you can put that in your back pocket. Square breathing. 2 seconds in, 2 seconds holding it in, 2 seconds exhaling it through your mouth, and 2 seconds before you take another inhalation. Maybe it can offer you some solace and peace, calm you down if the physical part of your anxiety is coming, or specifically if you think you're about to poop your pants. Am I right? Safe. No brown went down. My name is Noah. Thank you so much for always allowing me this platform to share. Big shout out to everyone who watches, likes, comments, engages with me, period, and to my patrons on Patreon. Thank you to all of you. I hope this video helped. If you would be so bold, share your experiences with either panic, claustrophobia, irritable bowel syndrome. Have you ever almost pooped your pants? Because, man, it's scary, bro. And lady bros. It's really scary to think you might do that in public. God, I just can't stop thinking about it. I'm out. I'm going to invest in some diapers. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios. It wasn't that gross. Everyone poops. Okay?